Hey guys, how you doing? Ray here again. If you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitro Kyosho. I hope everybody had a nice Christmas, and I want to wish everybody a happy New Year. Today, I want to show you something pretty cool. My friend found this when he was cleaning out his grandfather's house after he passed away. And he says, I immediately thought of you, Ray, because you like RC cars, and you have a real Shelby Mustang. So he said, you were the first one I thought of. He goes, I don't know if this thing works, but you can give it a shot. So he gave it to me. So this is a Sears vintage RC car. And I wasn't going to do anything with it until I opened up the compartment for the battery and found out it took a 7.2 NIMH. And I said, oh, maybe we got something here. If it was just regular batteries, But I said, it's gotta be pretty cool if it had a battery like that in it back in the day. So this thing sold for about $60, which is probably, I mean, Googling the equivalent today, money-wise, with inflation and everything, about $150, $60. So it was actually a pretty expensive RC car back in the day. For the price point, I don't believe that it came with a battery. Okay, so anyways, let me... it says department number 349, stock number 54171, hot rod Mustang, quantity, one piece, color red, made in Taiwan, not China. So, got the original box here, and here it is. And it actually has little shocks. There's actually spring shocks and a little servo up front. There's virtually no damage on it. I don't think it was ever ran or used. There's no scratches underneath. The bumpers have no damage. And pretty cool. So it obviously didn't have a battery, and the antenna was missing. So I went up to RC Madness in Enfield, Connecticut, see my buddy Chris. He hooked me up with an antenna. Even installed it for me. For $2, and then I went on Amazon. I picked up a Z Power because my buddies have been using these for helicopters, and they say they're pretty good. They're real cheap batteries, but they claim they work. So I said, well, I'll try one out on the car. High quality battery built for racing. So this is the battery here. I picked this up for like under $20 on Amazon. It's a 3600 milliamp high performance NIMH battery Z. And it has the Taimeya connector on it. I've got that charging right now, so as soon as that's done, we're going to take this outside and we're going to continue this video and run this thing. I just hooked the battery in when I got it and made sure that it actually works. So we haven't ran it yet out on the street to see actually how fast it is. So I'm curious, and we'll find out in a few minutes, hopefully. But let me get up and show it to you a little closer. Let me take the bottom off of it. Take the bottom panel off. I put a little bit of foam in there, just so when the battery's in there, it doesn't get scuffed up. Okay. But here's the connector, the Taimeya style. Okay, and it's in pretty good shape, guys. It doesn't have, it's brand new, literally, you know. It's just a brand new vehicle, and it's pretty cool. I figured I'd share this with you because of the technology. I'm really curious to see how fast this thing goes. It's got to be better than something that came from, like, you know, a Bradley's or a Caldor's with regular, that took regular C batteries or something, you know. But like I said, we're going to run it. But I like to show stuff like this because it's really a blast from the past, and it shows you how, you know, and I brought this up to RC Madness and I put it on the counter, and Chris looks at me, he says, that's not really your style. And I says, no, but, you know, I figured people would like to see this. It really shows you where you've come from and what we have now. technology-wise, obviously this is an old 26.995 megahertz digital proportional radio control 65 Mustang full function. And old style pull-up antenna, no spectrum 2.4 gigahertz, but I like the fact made in Taiwan. And this is 1986 is stamped on this and the car, so that is pretty wild. This is a time capsule of a car, and like I said, it really shows you where we've the technology, you know, of today compared to back then. But we're going to run this in a few minutes and show you guys and show myself, see how fast this thing goes and what it can really do for being that old. So I'm going to pause the camera. We're going to go outside and we'll show you this thing running. All right, guys, we're going to give this thing a shot. We've got the battery installed. Let's see how it does. It's been sitting in a box since 1986, unused. Yeah, period correct for the time. The speed handles nice. Not bad. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty quick for back in the day. I mean, I had the Taimea cars. It goes pretty good. That's pretty wild. It's got brakes on it. Well, reverse. That is pretty wild. What a time capsule. Sitting in a box since 1986. That's quite a few years. Yeah, it's a long time to sit. This baby's been waiting to take a good rip. That is awesome. I mean, I'm not disappointed at all. This thing is pretty quick. For the time period? Wow. That's pretty fast for back in the day, guys. I know compared to today, but you're talking about a lot of technology for something that came from Sears. Jeez, I wouldn't have been disappointed if I got this as a kid for a present. Handles pretty good. Well, we got a little rain now. It's dropping, guys, but there you go. The old Ford Mustang from Sears. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching.